Hello guys, welcome back to part 6 of our episode number 6 of our part series of 6 where we play Minecraft. Welcome to Zoby Plays Minecraft. Here we are once again. After finishing last episode, I couldn't help myself but to keep on working on our greenhouse. Every time I look at it, I always want to call it a barn. It very much looks like a barn. With it's a should it be a greenhouse or should it be a barn? I don't know. I went a little bit crazy in here. I love the feeling of this place. We have our pretty nice shelves filled with flowers. That pot is empty. I need to fill it with something. I'm going to fill it with a red mushroom. Why not? Ah. Pretty. Here we have some cocoa beans. We have nice, lovely bamboo. Our game sounds are turned down very quiet for some reason. Let's turn these guys up. Yes, we have another shelf over here with even more flowers and saplings and cactus. We have a nice little bee. Friendly little bee. Let's get a baby bee because these guys are so cute. There's a baby bee right there. And have another one. Oh, look at him. We grew a tree in the corner here with a what are these called? The big leaf. A big drip leaf. That's what it's called right there. In the middle we have a nice moss patch here with some azaleas and more big leaves. With also a nice little mushroom one and a tall flower planter with the sunflower facing the wrong way. It just wants the sunlight wherever the sun is up there. We also have little streamers of moss that are going in between the roof up here, and I absolutely love this. I think it turned out so well. I tried to make it random where this one starts higher, goes lower, then this one starts higher again to go over to this one, connecting up, continuing on. And then this one isn't even connected to the other ones. This one's just on its own. Because random is good. I like random. I also went out in the wild with my Silk Touch axe and picked up 3 beehives, but I made sure to get them at nighttime so that the bees would be inside of the hive when I picked it up. Now, if you put campfires underneath these guys... Oh, hello. Can I breed more of you? Oh, nice. Another bee. I need more. If you use shears on these, you get honeycombs, as well as on this. Though if I do it on that right now, all the bees will be angry at me and try and murder me. I can't find my campfires. That's okay. If you put a campfire under these too, then you can also collect them without the bees getting angry. But I don't have that right now, so it's okay. Now I fixed the farm. We were having some troubles last time, but it is taken care of. We now have a fully operational, functional farm, and I love it so much. Before, we had a hopper minecart that was going underneath to pick up the items, but it just literally was not quick enough. It could not keep up at all. So now, instead, we moved our water to be in the middle. These 3 dispensers right here. They go back and forth on both sides, pushing water into these water streams over here. And if we go down below, we can see that, actually right here, the 2 streams fall out over here and fall into this stream and go down into the middle, up this bubble vader, all the way up to here, where we have our control, where we can either collect the moss, or we can have it be sent off into composters. And there's a little piece of cobble in there for some reason. Make sure there's nothing else that could be problematic. But yeah, let's turn it on. This thing is such a fun thing to watch. I'll also put the power switch right here. Check it out. Look at all the water pushing all the items off into the streams. Oh, it's so satisfying. I love it so much. Whoop. There's so many items. And they all come shooting up here super fast. I can kind of see in there. Here, I'll turn on hitboxes. Make it a little bit easier to see. There's so many. Oh, it's so awesome. It fills up so quickly. Oh, yeah. Then we get loads of bone meal that I've put in. I'm just putting into these hoppers for now. These load up into our dispensers here to grow the moss. And it's keeping up. We're almost backed up, I think. Should be running it just for a little bit longer. And it should be fully backed up. Then we'll get this huge surplus of bone meal. Huh. I was running this thing for many hours and I wasn't getting any cobble in it. And now, since I logged out, I left the farm running when I logged out. And there was cobble in it. And now, as soon as I started up again, there was cobble in it again. Which is very strange. Problematic, to say the least. That's not a good thing. Because I have to manually go into the farm and fix it. Because if I don't, these will never be replaced with moss. Just pick that up. There we go. There's no proper way into the farm, which is kind of crummy, but it's okay. Now with the sun setting, there's actually a good opportunity to show off the lights in here. We have these lanterns in here across the moss. We also have glowberries, which I've used shears on. If you right click them with shears, they don't grow anymore. So that's actually really awesome. Not only that, we have our 2 spore blossoms, which we got from our lush caves biome, which is making this so cool. All the spores just flying everywhere. Yeah, now that I've shown off this building here, we can start work on our next one. I just need to figure out what it's gonna be. So I'm just stacking up some ore here to mine down. And it's got really dark up here. As if there's some looming aura around me. I'm at Y187. But man, look at that view. That's just... We gotta build over there. A zombie villager. I think we're obligated to save this guy. There we go. And even picked up an item, so that means I don't even have to name it. Awesome. Alright, I know what I'm doing now, and I spent some time collecting the resources for it. I'm running out of storage down here, so I added some chests up here, and I just read Ancient Bunny's comment on my second video, and I've henceforth banished all of my redstone to its own separate chest away from everything else. But yes, so I added some like more bulk storage. Got one just for stone, for dirt, terracotta, have a bit of that stuff, another rack. Blah, 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 blah. But snow. Oops. We're gonna be using some snow for this project. We're also gonna be using a lot of stone. So let me collect all this stuff. And then we're gonna go to the mountain. So what I want to base my build off of is from the anime Dr. Stone. There's this man called Tsukasa, and he has his own empire, and he has like this massive cave that looks really cool. So I kind of want to put that up here and avoid the powdered snow as much as I can. I wonder what happens if you get frozen by it, actually. Oh! Oh, that's kind of lame. Okay. Oh, I'm still slow. Oh, I should have brought leather boots. I'm gonna do that. Aha! Even in waist deep powdered snow, my leather boots are protecting me. Amazing that these boots are made for walking. And they can completely 100% negate the damage of all freezing just by having my feet protected. That's actually amazing. I'm astonished. Alright, let's... This is so silly. So, the purpose for this build is because I want my end portal And as some of you may know, my end pearl doesn't generate in this world. My world was generated in 2721 W37A. So I'm going to build a shrine and then put my portal in there. Hello. Kind of cold up here, gentlemen. Wow, I somehow managed to perfectly line up this pillar with the middle of our tree. Okay, so I'm just gonna start building here for a little bit, and I'll bring you back for some progress updates, and we'll see where it takes us. Check it out, we got the first start of it. So I'm going to put another beam that's going to be across, same thing as this one, but on the other side, just mirrored, going out the other direction, and then we'll have like a pyramid kind of thing, and we're gonna have cross hatches in between. I think it'll be really cool. But so far I'm just gonna work on this and then getting like a roof. Here we go. Wow. Alright, check it out. We have half of it just filled in pretty rough with as random kinda as best as I could with a minimal effort. As you can see, there's some spots that aren't fully smooth, but I think that's a good thing. I'm going to put snow on top of it, that's why I brought so much. And yeah, I think it's turning out pretty alright. So I'm going to go to the tree and look at it from there. Alright, this is looking not bad. The point is, I think, a little bit too uniform. I'm gonna rough up the front edge and try and rough up more of it as I go. But I think it's a good start. It's pretty big for the mountain range. It's taking up a pretty good chunk of it. I have a few more ideas for up here in the mountains, but this is just step one. What I'm gonna do now is I'm going to start filling the other side and then come back with another update. Yes, I know what you're thinking. That is actually looking not bad. I'm digging it. Something it definitely needs. I want to make the peak come forward and then like slowly bring it back backwards as it goes down. Because right now the front peak is completely flat, as you can see right there, and that's not good. We don't want that. So we're going to bring the peak out probably 4 or 5 blocks. Maybe here drop down to 3, 2, 1, and then to 0 at the edges. Coming towards us, I mean. And then I'm gonna thicken up the outer edge, and then we can start working on the cross hatches. And this thing is starting to come together. Yes. Hello. Another zombie villager here. I'm gonna see if I can get back to the tree and rename him before he despawns. I'm gonna cross my fingers and hope that it happens. Hello? Oh, he's gone. That's sad. Nothing I could have done then. Oh well. Yeah, so I think this is all I'm gonna be able to get done for this video. I've put in the start of our cross hatches. These two here are full diameter, while these two are just a template marker of the location. So it will, I kind of like the size of this diamond actually, so I might thicken them up downwards instead of upwards. Because I kind of like this. I have a vague, oh man, that's actually really intimidating. I'm gonna dig out the inside of there so it won't be as white underneath it. That's quite a look. Oh man. It definitely needs more block variants. This is just a basis to start off with. Let me turn down our buddy over here. I'm kind of liking it so far. I also have a vague idea for how I want to do the interior, where we're going to have the end portal. But of course, put your theories down in the comments below. And, you know, if you quote unquote guess it right, as in I like that idea more. You will have the honor of guessing it correctly. Oh, it's so bad. But yeah. Oh, I'm excited. So we're gonna get some snow on the top of it. Maybe we will add andesite mixture in, maybe some tuff. I'm not sure for block variants yet. I'll have to do some experimenting. Build palette aside, the reason why I did this way is because I don't have a proper end portal in this world. I have to do things differently. Now, I could just get an end portal anytime without any issue, but by building something to house it, I feel like that is like the preamble of the ordinary follow the ender eyes, find the end portal, fill it all in. So I will be quote unquote finding this instead of finding it normally, and I'll still have to fill in all the ender eyes, so it's not like fully cheating. And before we can even get in there, I'm still gonna have to do a ton of prep work. Like, I still have to get better armor, I have to get a good bow, I have to get blaze rods to get blaze powder, which is used to make eyes of enders to fill in the ender portal, the end portal. And I only have 2 ender pearls so far. I'm gonna need 10 more ender pearls, so it's still gonna be a little while before we can get in there. But I feel like this is a good something that I wanted to work on now for a little bit, so that's good. But for the comment of the day, last episode I asked if you guys liked having your beverages cooled or not, and after mulling it over, I realized that room temperature is much better for me. It just feels like effort to drink it if it's cold. But I'm gonna have 2 comments for this episode since both are related to the same thing. Omni says, I put my drinks in the fridge, then take it out. I like to drink it when it's at the temperature in between cold and room temperature. Oh, yeah, there's no exclamation point. Maybe I should, haha. Yeah, honestly, that's a really good answer. Like, maybe you have ice in it or something like that to cool it down from room temperature. I feel like when it's all the way cold from the fridge, it's like, if your teeth are sensitive, it's a really big problem, which, yeah, it'll just hurt you if it's too cold. If you forget to put it into the fridge, though, maybe what you could do is put a wet napkin around it and put it in the freezer for like 5 or so minutes. That'll cool it down like really quickly. Now, what Korey has to say, he says, all my beverages are room temperature except hot things like coffee, which makes perfect sense. I love that too. I prefer the room temperature, gang, now. I took my water out of the fridge now, because it was also really annoying having everything condensating all over my table. So I put my water bottle when it was cold inside a mug so that it wouldn't drip all over my wooden table. I don't want it ruining it. Left this farm running, by the way. Oh my god. Oh no. I've been working on this for quite a while. We have a lot of bone meal now. Let's turn this farm off. And fill in these guys. I had this fully backed up before. But yeah, so that's good interaction. I appreciate you guys, Omni and Korey, because Korey, Omni, Korey. Yo, you guys are the best. Thank you so much for watching. Those 2 also have their own single player and other series as well. I know them because they're my friends. You should check those guys out too if you're interested, or not if you don't, because why would you watch something you're not interested in, which is completely fair. But yeah, so that's gonna do it for today. So I'd just like to say thank you so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed it. If you did, make sure to like button. It was a great deal. Of course, subscribe for more in the future. But for now, thanks for watching, and I will see you again next time. Bye bye.